What's up, everyone? I'm Ashley Smashley, and this video is a message to people who are doing their shadow work. If you are new here, smash that like button, subscribe, and leave me a comment below. On this channel, we talk all things spiritual awakening, the light and the dark, so we can become aware and integrate, because that's necessary to become the version of you that can live out your infinite potential. And that integration process is shadow work, right? We all have a shadow, which includes all our repressed emotions and traumas and ancestral curses and generational traumas that have been passed down not only from our lives that our consciousness is currently experiencing, but all of our past lives as well, and all our unaccepted aspects of self. That is the shadow, right? So once you awaken, you have your spiritual awakening, you start to become aware of your patterns of behavior that are covering up the patterns of emotions that you are keeping repressed within your body. There's actual energy that is in your body and in your energetic field that once you face these emotions and process them properly, the energy comes up and out of your body. And then you're no longer carrying that frequency, and you're no longer manifesting experiences in your 3D world that reflect this back to you. And that's how it works. You're carrying a frequency, the experiences manifest to make you aware, because everything that you experience in your life is a reflection of your consciousness, of things that are in your shadow. So pay attention to patterns. The patterns in your life are showing you what you still have repressed within. And early on in our awakening journeys, we get all excited about this process, and we are intentionally going into meditation or doing shadow work prompts and seeking out shadow work. But you will get to a point where you realize your everyday life is shadow work. Everything that manifests in your physical is a reflection of unprocessed emotions. So whenever you are triggered, that is an opportunity to face that emotion. And once you stop identifying it with your emotions and you stop letting them take control of you, you will be able to get triggered in the moment and realize the emotion that's coming up and go, oh, I'm experiencing a human experience that's reflecting back to me an emotional, energetic frequency that I still have in my field and in my body. And in that moment, though, when you are triggered, instead of letting that emotion consume you and acting out and engaging with the other person who's triggering you or whatever the situation is, you can make a mental note of it and tuck it away for later. And then be like, okay, I remember earlier this happened and I need to process this energy. It just becomes an emotional process for you when you become emotionally mature. You no longer need to run and seek out drugs and alcohol or all these different distraction tools that we have. Literally anything is a distraction tool from this emotional energy coming up and out of your body. Watching TV, video games, shopping, keeping busy, always being on the go, hanging out with people, eating, drinking, smoking, substances of any kind, going to the gym. Literally anything can distract you from feeling and processing emotions. So you have to become aware of when you're engaging in a distraction tool and go a little deeper and be like, what am I actually feeling right now that I need to distract myself from? And this is going on in our everyday life. So once you've invested and you've committed to this process, it becomes so much easier. It is hard. I'm not going to lie. It's not easy to face your emotions. But instead of wanting it to get easier, You will want to be stronger so that you can face this stuff and get it out of your body, because this is literally the ascension process. The return to unconditional love is letting go of all these lower frequencies. It's what the earth and human, the entire game was created for. The physical stuff is secondary. Okay? It's all part of the game for us to become aware and integrate. Then you can get in alignment with the truth of who you really are and unlock your infinite potential. Once you've cleared out a majority, like this is an ongoing process. I don't know if there's necessarily maybe enlightenment when you like are just done with the emotional processing, right? We'll see. But yes, shadow work is an everyday life thing. Every single time you are triggered, you have an opportunity to process an emotion or tuck it away for later. So if you are doing this, if you are facing your emotions, if you are self-aware, if you are aware of your patterns, if you sit and allow yourself to feel the uncomfortable experience of the physical experience of the emotion and let it come up and out of you, give yourself a round of applause, baby, because you are doing it. You are so brave. You're not a coward like all these other people that just want to keep running. Well, guess what? The running and the distracting will come to an end eventually. You can't run forever. All right? So you might as well embrace the process. It's literally what we came here for. What this entire planet, all the human experiences, all the low frequency emotions, you created all of it to do shadow work, to get in alignment with the truth of who you really are and unlock your infinite potential. All right, maybe not in this life, but another life. If you are on your ascension timeline, there are countless people on this planet right now that this is their life of ascension. And it's actually, it's all going on now because it's just a story. All right? So yes, yay to shadow work, and yay to the human experience, and yay to all the low frequency emotions, and yay to all the people that manifest into our physical to reflect them back to us. So we can do this, and we can ascend, and we can get ourselves into a state where we can unlock our infinite potential because we're in alignment with that reality, because we've released all the lower frequency energies. And these are the people who are going to be leaders in New Earth, because once you clear these energies out of your field, you become a portal for them to flow through, like Jesus. Jesus healed in his presence because he was the portal. He had no emotional baggage. No dense low frequency energies in his body or his field. So when you were with Jesus, you would automatically heal. And that's what's coming, baby. Yeah, we're coming for you. The medical system is going to collapse. Mark my words. All right? And if you are doing this process, if you are integrating low frequency emotions and facing them, that's you, baby. You are the portal. All right? You are the healer. You are a New Earth leader. Get ready. Get ready, baby, because it is coming. I promise you. And if you find yourself in a state where these big, scary, low frequency emotions are coming up, they say it's always darkest before the dawn. Right? The deepest, darkest stuff, you save the best for last, baby. And I noticed myself scared. I'm scared to go into whatever is still in my heart. I sit there and I'm like, I don't want to do this. And then I go distraction tool. The distraction tools are part of the process, okay? They lead you to other human experiences, which will then be the mirror reflecting back to you, okay? So give yourself grace through this process if you reach for a distraction tool. But as you go along this journey, your distraction tools will be less harmful. Like, I used to be a drug addict and an alcoholic, and now I scroll on social media to distract myself. Whoop-de-doo, right? Okay, so understand, it's okay if you have to distract yourself sometimes, right? It's okay. You will get there. Stay committed to your shadow work process and use your everyday life as a mirror reflecting back to you what you still have within. If you like this video, please like, share, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video.